Hey everybody, in this video I want to go over the fines. So the fines are composted both wood and nitrogen material. So basically it's a stage 2 compost. So it's basically, you can still tell that it's actually material versus, when you're in stage 3 of a compost, it's been broken down so finely that it just has, that dark color to it, or it just is not distinguishable. Anything organic in it is not distinguishable. This is in stage 2, so it means that it's, being broken down, it's a balance of the nitrogen and the carbon. So it's ready to go, and basically you can use this if you're trying to amend soils, like if you have that heavy clay soil like we do here in the Bay Area, or you have a raised bed that you want to increase that organic material in that soil so that it can be productive in 5 to 6 months. You want to add this. So this will basically help you with your moisture retention and give that soil the food, the microbes in that soil, the food that they need to actually go. The worms, all that stuff, as soon as you wet this, they just go to town at it too. So it's going to greatly increase your living like worm populations and all those critters that are in the soil that just basically need food to go. This is going to be that food for them. Really great product. We're getting a lot of feedback from people asking for just the fines. So we're going to start offering that. It's going to be on a limited time basis. So if you see it on the website, grab it. It's a really great opportunity. Again, it's in stage 2. So that means when you put it down, it's going to do that decomposition within the soil. So as soon as you put it down, the microbes in the soil, as well as the microbes that are already active in here, are going to go to town on it. So you'll really see quite an improvement on your foliage. You'll start to get a lot more foliage on your vegetation, your trees, your plants, and then the coloration. You'll start to get those really beautiful colors, both in like your roses and your trees and all that stuff, because that nitrogen is in there. It's going to repopulate that soil with all those micronutrients. So I can't tell you how many gardens I go to, and they've planted everything, and everything is got water and everything that it should need to do very, very well, and unfortunately the plants just don't look healthy, and the reason why they're not looking healthy is because they don't have the food. So this is a real booster to the soil health, so that you get those microbes going, and every 20 minutes they're going to populate and just create generation after generation. And those generations that expired, that material, that mass is actually going to be super easily absorbed into your plants and trees. So that's why you want to increase that population. You increase that population to make that population explode, and then all of that necromancy, that's the waste material of that death, all that material dying, is what your plants can absorb quite quickly, and that's what makes them explode. So when we have those really dry spells here in California for months and months and months, all of those critters, all those microbes, basically majority of them die off. So that mass of die-off, that necromancy of mass, is basically what, as soon as we get a little bit of rain and things start to green up, those plants are not just greening up because of the moisture, they're greening up because of that nutrients that's coming from all that necromancy. So they're being able to absorb that super quickly, and that gives them that exponential growth and that nutrition that they need. And then the plants can push out their roots further and expand for more water and more nutrients and more vital mineralization. But that necromancy is really essential for your garden health, and you have to feed your soil in order to populate those microbes and get that worm and all those other living critters in the soil that are tunneling, creating that aeration in that soil. It helps the roots to breathe and helps them expand. It's just a win-win-win. There's absolutely no downfall on feeding your soil. So this is a really great opportunity. If you see it on the website, go ahead and grab it. It's going to be on a limited time basis, so just make sure that you grab what you need, and if you have any questions, just post them below. All right, thanks a lot.